Good morning. I hope you guys are feeling well today. I just wanted to take a few minutes to share something I've been reading this week. I found myself going through the book of Hebrews, and as I go to chapter 5 and 6, I came across a verse that made me think about this thought. Have you ever heard someone say to you, forget you? No one wants to hear those words. And so often we feel like that. We feel like we're forgotten, either by someone who does not recognize something that we do, or someone who doesn't see the value of the things you do, and sometimes don't even credit you for it. As a person who have been through this many times, I can surely relate to the feelings, but also I've learned to look into the scriptures for guidance in how to handle these things. I was reading in chapter 6 of Hebrews, verse 10, and it says, God is not unjust. He will not forget your work and the love you have shown him as you have helped his people and continue to help them. I love how it says God is not unjust. When you think about that word, it talks about how God does what is right at all times. How God is fair in dealing with us. We see ourselves at times feeling the need for approval. But there's only one really matters. That's the one from God. And so I want to encourage you as members of our PIT group to remember these words that God says he will not forget the work and the love you've shown him. See, first, our love for God counts. And when that counts, nothing else matters. And then he says, as you have helped his people and continue to help them. There are many people that have requests, prayer requests, that we are able to bring to God every single week and day. Those requests help us to see God at work. And so I tell you from experience that we cannot be hung up on the recognition that we receive here on earth, but to be totally moved and engaged with the recognition that we receive from God. It says he'll never forget because he sees you on your knees praying for his people and the impact that it has on their life. When we hear of stories of people being healed, people receiving jobs, people being pulled out of situations that only God can do, that is where our unforgotten prayers are answered. I love you guys. Have a great week. And I look forward to seeing and hearing your hearts as you remember each day that you are not forgotten. God recognizes everything you do. Stay on your knees.